Hi, morning everyone. Today I'm going to do another unboxing from the 21A BTS Art collection. It's a very rainy day today now, so I'm not too sure how it will affect the lighting, but let's see. Can you make a guess what this product is? It's actually it's not the Dove Grey. It's already sold out from the stores, and if they only have SLG left. I'm quite excited for this bag. It's very rare. It's much more roomy than I thought. So it comes with the black tissue paper as well, which I'm actually quite surprised because it's not the classic flap of the reissue. The essay told me that the black tissue is usually only used for classic pieces, but for this one I don't think it is. Can you make a guess what this is from the shade? Let's start from here. So yep, it's a dark beige coco handle in the medium size. Let me put the tissue aside so that you can see better, reflect better. So I see that I typically wrap the handles, but actually after I unpack it, I seldom wrap the handles for myself. So it's this color from the 21A collection in the medium size, or medium or large depending on where you are. And this is the dark beige. It's really pretty when you carry it by hand. Let me try to zoom it in and see whether I can see the beige. So it's a very dark neutral beige. And I think the caviar is very supple and it's not going to be so fragile as compared to my lambskin bag. So if you have you should probably know for a fact that all my bags currently are made of lambskin. I don't really have issues with them, and personally my favorite design so far is the Chanel 19. And the Chanel 19 lambskin or goat skin is much more supple than a classic flap. So you can see this is really caviar. This is in gold hardware, dark beige caviar, and the color is from the 21A collection. So this is I really liked how it looks on my arm. For this size, it's a bit too big for me to wear crossbody due to my small frame. So this will be a perfect day out bag, or days where I do not feel like carrying or babying for my bag so much. It will also make a perfect work bag as well due to the stoppers and how rigid this is. With regards to the handle, I think there are some YouTube videos saying that the handle in this batch is not straight, etc. But personally, when I carry it on my hand, I do not really see it as an issue. I feel that for the medium size or the large size, once the bag gets larger, it's harder to be perfectly straight. But let's check this out. So this is the aero view, and the side view. Not sure if you can see it. Let me tilt it down. So I think it's relatively straight, but it can be a little bit straighter if I'm very if I'm very paranoid about it. So how I decided whether I'm fine with it is that I just carry it on the nook on my arm, and it looks perfectly fine. So I'm actually fine with this. Although this, if it's tilted like this, it will be perfect. But it's not as bad as some of the bags that I've seen online where the angle was totally off. So my boyfriend was actually playing around with the sample piece in the store, and he was bending it, and he actually managed to bend it straighter. I think it is straight except for maybe the top half, just a little tiny bit. So it doesn't bother me that much, because I thought that when it was sitting upright, it didn't look weird. Yeah, it didn't really look weird to me, and when I was carrying it, it didn't look weird as well. That's how I decided that it is fine to get this bag. Let's look at the interior. So compared to the Chanel 19, which is actually fabric lined, this bag is actually completely leather lined, and it is extremely spacious. Look at this amount of space. So you have a zipper pouch that can hold all your little goods, smaller goods, and this patch here is leather lined, and it's very fuss free, right? So it's super easy to open and close. If I look at this part, it's leather lined as well, and there's another zipper pocket here. So I think this bag no longer have the authenticity card. I have to look for it though. Okay, so there's another pocket here and a pocket here. To be honest, I don't know where they are putting the microchip. Oh, it's here. So the microchip is here for the coco handle, and this is stretchable out. The whole thing is leather lined with 2 zip pockets to put things that you want to separate out, and with the back pocket as well over here. So given how the grains, it's not going to spoil so easily. And yeah, this is the back pocket. So let me know what you think of this bag and whether this is considered the handle is straight or not straight. I know there's a lot of talk on YouTube about how this batch of coco handle has some defects, but I think it holds the shape better if it's in the mini or small size. This is in the large size, but let me know what you think. And this is my first coco handle, so I can't really comment offhand what I feel about this bag, but if you have any comments or any thoughts, let me know. Or if you think that this is too slanted or perfectly fine, do let me know in the comments as well. I do love this dark beige color, but I don't see it for any other products in the store. There were no classic flap, no SLGs as well, so I couldn't match it. And even though there's talks about coco handle being a classic piece, it's actually a seasonal piece. Do you think the store will ever make it a classic? And how I could tell is from the CC logo here. So if you look, there's like this different bulging part that says Chanel at Paris. So when any product has this, that's how you know it's a seasonal piece. I got my boyfriend, who has definitely more strength than me, to bend the coco handle and to straighten it out. And I think, let me take a look, because my camera has grid lines, guidance lines, so I can see whether the handle is straight or not. And that's how I use it to gauge how the handle is. And I'm not mistaken, yeah, he actually straightened it out. So you can't see the grid lines on my camera, but I can. Now the bag is completely straightened out. The handle is forming a straight line on my, the phone typically has a 3x3 grid lines. Previously in the old video, it wasn't straightened, but now it is. Let's check with a ruler. Okay, not too sure how to do it, but I guess a ruler is straight, so if this thing is straight, it must be straight. Yeah, I think it's completely straightened out already. what the SA told me when I pointed out to him factually that this handle was a bit slanted is that some of it when it's packed gets squashed in the store depending on the packaging, blah 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 blah. But I guess it's up to the individual whether it bothers you. It doesn't bother me personally, but of course it's nice to have a straight handle, right? So it's not completely straight. You use the chain strap as a symmetrical sign. But I think the biggest sign that I get to know that it's straight is from the camera grid lines. So horizontally it's aligned now. Previously I was not able to arrange it in a straight line. Yeah, it's really almost straight now. It's amazing, girls. Maybe you should try it. If you feel that your bag is not straight, take it against the camera, against the video, find a line, and then adjust it with your hands. Hope you enjoyed this video.